Hi guys, welcome to the Friday Night Rant. This week we are sponsored by Hobgoblin. As you can tell, it's already been partway consumed, and that's simply because I've already done this video and I watched it back and went idiot. So this is the second time, so obviously when I drink this it's not going to be a shock to you when I go, this is lovely. Oh, that's really nice. I didn't expect it to taste like that. But don't panic yourself, I will happily drink this Hobgoblin. I'm not going to put it away because it's been tainted with the previous video. I will drink it for us because I'm a kind soul. What I want to talk about this week was something that wasn't even on my radar for moaning about, and it snuck in last second, and that's eBay. I was bidding on Mass Effect Collector's Edition, Mass Effect 2 even Collector's Edition, and I was outbid. But that's not the problem, it's not eBay's fault, that's me being stingy. But the problem was, eBay have been updating the website over time like they do, and they've put some nice features in there. In the past, if you go into my eBay and if you've lost on an item it's red, and if you're winning it's green. These are simple things that we understand. But what they've done now is, if you bid on something and you win and you go back to the main page, you get a nice green bar at the top, and in that it says you are winning. And I sat there on the toilet, laptop on my knee, because that's how I roll. When when the time comes and you've got 45 seconds left, you take the laptop with you. So I was sat on the toilet bidding, and I put my money in, and I was winning, and it says you're winning, green bar, I'm happy. And then somebody outbid me within the last few seconds, but the bar doesn't go red. It stays green and updates the words, you have been outbid. But I didn't notice that because I was looking down at a green bar, not really concentrating, going, that looks like a green bar that says winning. But it didn't, it said losing. So I lost just because f***ing eBay didn't change the colours to tell me to bid more money. So that's annoyed me. It's not really a rant, it's just happened a few seconds ago, so it's stuck in there. What I want to talk about this week is the hot topic, and that is PlayStation Network. Most of the people are saying, oh, the security at Sony is terrible, this shouldn't have happened, and blah blah blah. And that is very, very true. But that's not what I want to talk about. Sony have lost, I'm not even a Sony user. I don't even play on the PlayStation, but they've lost credit from me just from the way they've handled this. They've got hacked, that's fair enough. No one wanted them to get hacked. They should have had the security in place. These are obvious things. The problem was, Sony should have turned around and told everyone. If I'm at work and I cock something up, I've learned from the past. I've tried to hide things in the past, and it gets a way of showing its ugly face, and then you get a bollocking for it, and people lose faith in you and things like that. So I've learned, if I cock something up, I simply go, I f***ed up. And Sony should have done that on day one. They should have simply turned around. Even if they didn't know everything, they should have gone, we know the servers aren't down because of our problems. We know someone's been in here. Chances are they've took some of your details, and they've probably taken your credit card details too, so we advise you to change your passwords and keep an eye on your banking accounts. And fair enough, they didn't have to do that necessarily on day one. They could have done it after a bit of digging and gone, yeah, they've definitely been in here, they've took some information, then told us. Just kind of just put their head in the sand and gone, we'll try and get it back up as soon as possible. We've had an external intrusion, or whatever the word to put it for. But I just can't believe Sony's not actually really stood up and just gone, you know what, we did cock up, this is the information. And they should have been doing that, and I'm not a PlayStation Network user, and I'm angry, so God knows how you lot are feeling. And the thing is, I don't know how it falls in America, but in the UK, we've got 4 bank holidays in the space of 2 weeks. So if you are clever enough to book Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday off, you actually come out with 14 days off, and a lot of people in the UK have done that. For the past week and the coming up week, people have been off, and that's perfect gaming time, so this couldn't have gone down at a worse time, really. A lot of people are going, oh no, my credit card details and all this. And I was talking to one of the guys at work today. I don't think they've taken your credit card details. I think they've been in there and got as far as doing that just to show that they can do it. But I think more than anything, it's actually been a stab at Sony. They want to cause as much destruction and chaos as possible, because I think this is an attack against Sony. This isn't some cyber criminals trying to get your credit card details, because there's plenty of other big targets to actually take out of there. I think they've done it on purpose to pull the network down, cause a lot of problem, and hope that a lot of people are going to turn their back on Sony from it. And I can't really see them taking your credit card details. Don't get me wrong. If I was on the PlayStation Network, I would definitely be checking my bank account each day, just to be safe. But I can't see that happening. So it's just going to be interesting to see how this pans out over the next week or so. When is it actually going to be back up? And you've got things like Portal 2 that's just been released, which has got awesome co-op. And Sony users can't actually cash in on that. So it's a devastating thing. My heart goes out to you. In fact, I'm going to have a minute silence for you. I did actually really have a minute silence there. But luckily enough, with the ability of cutting, you don't have to sit there and watch me standing looking at my green wall for 1 minute. So, Hobgoblin! A lot of people are saying, obviously this is affecting me, I can't go online and playing games, but some other people have been affected by it. And that's the poor Indian homebrew developers and stuff like that.
I've just checked our account and we ain't got no money. The game's supposed to be released yesterday.
The PlayStation Network's down.
Guess whose comedy's moustaches have just turned up that he ordered a month ago from China for his 500 subscriber special. And that's the sad thing really, because when the network is back up, one, I don't think everyone's going to be quite quick to quickly chuck the credit card details back on again and start buying games. And two, obviously, with it being down for a week or two, depending on how long it takes, other games have then come to their release days. So there's going to be a lot released at one time, and they're going to have less chance of getting a piece of that pie because there's more games released around at the same time. So the developers have been hit as well with it. So that kind of brings me back to the point saying it looks like it's an attack against Sony, because then developers might turn around and go, you know what, you've been a bit flaky in the past, you really f***ed up this time, I'm going to take my custom over to Microsoft. And obviously the users may be doing that as well, so I definitely think it's an attack against Sony and not actually after your credit card details. One thing I wanted to moan about this week is a particular company that I never really have anything bad to say about them, and that is Sega. A game's coming out which has been something I've not really looked at because I've not researched into it because I never expected it to show its face, and that is Phantasy Star Online 2. And when I first saw it, I went nuts. I was at work, and there was a girl in the room with me, and she's not a gamer, and I just didn't know what to do. I needed to speak to somebody straight away, so I had to just phone my mate up and just go, oh my god, Phantasy Star Online 2 is coming out, and he went absolutely nuts as well. And then when he came round, we just geeked out a bit, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. Phantasy Star Online was the first taste of a proper RPG and an MMO rolled into one. Well, I don't know if you can say MMO because you only had 4 people in the game, but you had a lobby with a vast amount of people. But nonetheless, that's my first taste of proper online gaming, which won an FPS on a PC. Shocked me how good it was, and I must have lost 1,000 hours into that game. And when that went down, and then PSU, Phantasy Star Universe came out, I dabbled on it, didn't enjoy it. It just didn't have the qualities that PSO had. And it kind of just put me off it. I was like, oh, that's fine, you know what I mean? It's gone now, the bubble's popped. But I would have always liked to seen a PSO 2, and now it's shown its face. So I'm like, get in there! And I'm really excited for the game. Apart from, they've decided that they're only going to release it on a PC. So I'm kind of gutted about that. And I can't understand that back then in the Dreamcast days, fair enough, they put it on the Dreamcast because it was their own console. But like, online gaming wasn't that big. But like nowadays, you've got consoles which are really, really, I was going to say dominating the online play market, but that is a fact that I cannot back up without Googling it, and I'm in mid-talk at the camera now, so I'm not going to pause and check it out. Consoles are doing their fair share of online gaming, so why on earth are they not tapping into that market and releasing it on a console? So that's completely gutted me. To the point where I probably have to build a PC gaming rig now because I've got to play that game. So that's really winding me up that they've done that. And the thing is, if I'm happy enough to actually pay for a PC to play a game on it, I would have been quite happily to pump out £10 a month subscription fee. I don't even know if they're going to do that, but the chances are, if it's an RPG MMO, that is the way they normally go. And I've never paid for an online game. I've never gone down the World of Warcraft route. I've never done anything because I'm not paying for a game once I brought it. That's just terrible. I prefer to pay for an £80 game and never pay a subscription. Fantasy Star Online is one of the games that I would actually go, here's my cash, just take it, let me run around and give me that beautiful Sega noise. But no, they've gone down the PC route and I'm really, really gutted. And the last thing I wanted to rant about, tiny little rant. It's just something that's wound me up, and it's Nintendo. Way! Because you can't have a Friday night rant without a bit of a Nintendo rant. Not that I've got anything against Nintendo, because actually I'm really looking forward to the Wii 2 now. It's starting to set in. I'm like, well, it's not the Wii 2, but Nintendo's next console, and I'm really getting excited about it, so I can't wait to see how that pans out. Nintendo do something very, very nice. They reward us for buying Nintendo products with Nintendo points, and I really appreciate that. It's nothing better to actually go on Nintendo's website, look how many points you've got and go, oh, what can I buy today for free? So it's a very nice idea. The thing is, which kind of baffled me, is why on earth do they make the points expire? Because I've just brought Super Mario Galaxy. It was second hand, and luckily enough they never actually scratched off the points code, so we've claimed it now. And their expiry date on that is 2013. But yet, I brought a game which is more modern than Mario Galaxy, and the code is already expired. It wasn't scratched, we tried to enter it, and it was expired. So why on earth did they make points that expire? I can't understand it. We're buying them brand new. Fair enough, Nintendo lose out on the second-hand market, but these are games that are brought brand new and have expired, so why do they do that? If you know why, then pop it in the comments. And the last thing I want to talk about is the question of the week, and it's going to exclude a few of you. It will exclude me because I'm one of the few of you, and that is a few. That's terrible saying few. I could say majority. I don't even know the number, but it's going to exclude some of us. And that is, to you PlayStation users, with the network going down once or twice in the past and this massive cock-up what's just happened now, has that now been enough to make you turn around and go, you know what, I'm going to go over to the other side and I'm going to join Xbox and actually pay for my online subscription? Let me know if you are a PlayStation user. Even if you don't want to come over and you're going to back Sony all the way, tell me why. And that is it. So, Hobgoblin time. Bit of 360 for me because I can play online. Sorry guys, I feel really bad for doing it because there's some of you at home going, oh, I just have to sit and watch more YouTube then. But nonetheless, hope you have a good weekend. Hope we get a bit of sun. I do doubt it. And just watching guys. Bye.